I swear, true crime stories never fail to give me the creeps. And this one? It's a doozy. Okay, so picture this. It's December 6th, 1991 in Austin, Texas. At the time, Austin was seen as this safe, laid-back city. The kind of place where something like this just doesn't happen. 4 teenage girls are working at this cute little place called I Can't Believe It's Yogurt. Sounds innocent enough, right? Wrong. Because by the end of that night, those 4 girls would be at the center of a crime so brutal it would haunt the city for decades and become one of the most infamous unsolved cases in Texas history. Let's put names to these faces. We have employees Eliza Thomas and Jennifer Harbison, both 17. Jennifer's younger sister, 15-year-old Sarah, was there helping out, along with her friend, 13-year-old Amy Ayers. These girls are working the closing shift, which ended at 11 p.m. They were just hours away from the weekend, but in that final hour, something goes terribly, terribly wrong. Like, seriously wrong. As wrong as that time I tried to do a cut crease with a shaky hand. Just before midnight, a passing police officer noticed smoke and called it in. Investigators believe at least 2 attackers entered right around closing time. And guys, I hate to even say this, but these monsters took those poor girls to the back room. They tied them up, gagged them, and then, God, it's hard to even say it. They shot each girl with a .22 caliber pistol, but it doesn't end there. To cover their tracks, these sick individuals doused the whole place in lighter fluid and set it on fire. Now, you'd think with a crime this horrific, they'd catch the killers right away, right? Wrong again. The arson was devastatingly effective. The intense heat and water from the fire hoses created a contaminated crime scene, destroying most of the crucial evidence. For 8 long years, the case went cold. The families were trapped in a nightmare of grief and unanswered questions, and the community was paralyzed by fear, wondering if the killers were still living among them. Okay, fast forward 8 long years to 1999. With immense pressure to close the case, police announce a breakthrough. They arrest 4 young men, Robert Springsteen, Michael Scott, Maurice Pierce, and Forrest Wellborn. A wave of relief washes over Austin. Finally, justice for those girls. But here's where it gets messed up. The whole case wasn't built on physical evidence, but almost entirely on confessions from Springsteen and Scott. But get this, those confessions came after hours of intense, high-pressure interrogation. We're talking serious psychological warfare. And you know what? Both men took it back almost immediately, claiming they were coerced. But did that stop the prosecutors? Nope. They went ahead with the trials anyway. Springsteen got sentenced to death, Scott to life in prison. The cases against the other 2 men, however, would eventually fall apart. It seemed like it was over, right? Wrong again. After years of appeals, in 2007 the convictions get overturned. And then, a plot twist delivered by modern science. When they tested the old evidence again, they found male DNA on 13-year-old Amy that didn't match any of the suspects. It was a complete unknown, a ghost in the machine that blew the case wide open. The prosecution's entire narrative was obliterated. Talk about a foundation that just won't set, am I right? So where does that leave us? Today, more than 30 years later, the case remains unsolved. A chilling, open wound for the Austin community. We still don't know who killed those girls. But if you're out there and you know anything about what happened to Eliza, Jennifer, Sarah, and Amy, please call the Austin Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Even the smallest, seemingly insignificant detail could be the missing piece that finally cracks this case wide open. For over 3 decades, their families have waited for answers. Let's help bring them peace and finally get justice for those girls. Their story isn't over yet, and neither is our search for the truth.